Good evening, everybody. My name is Pat Murphy. I know you guys didn't hear me last Sunday, and that was because I was double booked and preoccupied at another match. So we had a second crew go out for that game. But tonight you will get to enjoy some commentary from me, if you're a fan of it, of course. It's the first round of the National Amateur Cup. In this case, the ENYSSA regional part of it, so therefore the ENYSSA Amateur Cup. Last season, the New York Greek Americans actually went to the final of the ENYSSA Cup, losing out to Lansdowne. I don't remember what the score was. All I know is that the Greek Americans actually scored first. It may have been 5-2, I'm not sure. But anyway, the Greek Americans restart their campaign after some encouraging wins in the last few competitions. They won against New Amsterdam 2-0. They, as their over 30s team, they advanced over CPR on penalties. They won 1-0 over Kearney Scots. So they're looking at potential good run of form. There's the beautiful Bronx Whitestone Bridge in the background with the New York City. Well, we are in New York City, the Manhattan skyline, for that matter. You can see the Whitestone Bridge and the Triborough Bridge over there. I know someone's going to say it's the RFK Bridge. I refuse to call it that. Actually, I was looking at see if there was a forced campaign to rename the bridges. I was on the Mashalou Parkway a few days ago, and I still saw a sign for the Triborough Bridge, unlike the Tappan Zee Bridge, which seems to be completely wiped out of history. There's every sign, except for some towns, say Governor Mario Cuomo Bridge. But anyway, looks like the referees are getting ready for everyone to kick off. The Greek Americans will be wearing their white kits today, whilst the SS Cosma and Damiano club from the Long Island Soccer Football League are sporting a nice bright red. The Cosma and Damiano side actually were in the Rapaglia Cup, which is like a super cup of the best Eastern New York based league champions. They obviously didn't win it. That went to Lansdowne Yonkers FC. So they're clearly a quality side in their own right. It should be a very entertaining match. We also enjoyed a nice angle at the top of beautiful Maritime College, SUNY Maritime. A good school for those looking to work in the maritime-based industry. They have plenty of majors for that. And it's conveniently located right under the Throgs Neck Bridge. So it's a good place to go if you're from the Hudson Valley or from Long Island. It's a good bridge, no pun intended, between the two. So just waiting for everyone to signal themselves. It looks like they're getting ready to go, so I'm going to prepare my end. And hope we have a very enjoyable match. Looks like Sean Foster is back. There's going to be no Adam Marcoux. He had damage to his lower disc from working out. So he's going to be out for a little bit. Actually, much of this roster is pretty depleted. There was a bit of traffic, and actually there was a unfortunate accident with one of the players and had to be replaced. So just hoping the best for him. It looks like we're going to have kickoff already. Like I said before, SS Damiano Cosma and Damiano are sporting the red jerseys, while the Greek Americans are sporting their white kits, which are just as nice as their blue kits. It's always nice to get an angle like this. This game is broadcasted on Facebook and YouTube. We still had a little issues trying to get it onto Instagram. It's something a little out of my control. It's a login situation, so hopefully we'll get that running sometime at halftime or sometime between the match. Eventually there's going to be a catch on to that. This is the first round of many for the USASA National Amateur Cup, which was won this past season by their colleague across, or attempted across over the line. Their colleague Lansdowne Yonkers FC, they won just this past summer. Imagine if the Lansdowne was not in the equation, how far the Greeks could have gone. It's always an interesting situation when you lose to the eventual champion so early on in your matchups. They actually met up with Lansdowne in the Manning Cup in the first round and lost on a penalty shootout. So it's always a bunch of big ifs. However, this time they don't have to worry about defending champions until the final, as Lansdowne are actually going straight to that. Greek Americans deflect. Just a matter of not the best first touch. It would have been a good interception, but they do get possession of the ball back. Nice bit of dribbling there. Cosma and Damiano are arguably on the same level as the CSL. However, it seems that their side's in Division 2 of the league when I checked on the website. So I don't know the full details behind that. It would be neat to see that league partner up with the EPSL to feed into the promotion relegation system. I don't know the full details on that. Greek Americans not getting that killer pass yet, but they are continuously reclaiming the ball. There's a nice long ball and straight into the hands of the keeper. There's a good first touch. And attempted a cross deflected, but the keeper was able to catch it. 3v1, and they get the ball back. Nice little bit of dribbling work there, but a bad pass there. The pass completion is going to be very key early on in this match. Don't want anyone to concede an early goal. Everyone's been short on men at the moment. Cosma traveled, or at least the core of the team traveled from Ozone Park, whereas many of the Greek Americans are based across different parts of the city. And there actually was a bit of traffic getting here, so I even had to plan to leave pretty early. There you go, he's got some space. He's looking to see who he could cross it to, and the keeper, not sensing any threats on the other side, was able to make an easy save. Oh, he kind of tripped on himself. It's always nice to be at a facility where there's a proper press box, because I get to present from angles like this. There's a good interception of the ball. Let's see what he... Still in their possession. Make a little further adjustment with the... Oh, he's open, and he tries for the chip. Cosma get the opening goal. It was a nice through ball. A lot of open space. And a chip over the keeper that actually had to replace the starting keeper. So it's always unfortunate that was the first thing to go wrong for the Greek Americans. But they trail 1-0. In less than 10 minutes. Pass completion, so important. Ooh, nutmegged. Sean Foster with the head. Cosma doing a good job with the numbers. Sean Foster. Back on being the anchor. Oh, that's a nice supply ball, but blocked. Still in there, though. Offsides. Oh, good dispossession of the ball. Get it back. But he couldn't get past two men. Definitely see the frustration in their faces. Oh, cross, and I think they get themselves a corner. Let's thank our sponsors for New York Greek American Soccer Club, especially the Buckley's Group and Euro Siding. Federal Savings. King Souvlaki headed. Good defensive work from Cosma. Able to maneuver themselves and go for the long ball. This substitution reminds me, this last minute goalkeeper switch reminds me of when the Red Bulls were in a goalkeeping crisis and they had to call up Chris Konopka from the emergency roster that MLS keeps in the store. And Konopka only played that one match before going to the Philadelphia Union. Here's a nice ball. It was a 2-2 game against the Chicago Fire. It was the season where, it was 2011, the Red Bulls had used 5 different keepers in that regular season, which was a record at the time. Greg Sutton. I think Michael Vorm. Buna Kundul, Chris Konopka, and then Frank Rost. All right, let's see if the Greek Americans can make something from this free kick. It's headed back out by Cosma. Good bit of ball control to keep it in there. Chipped over again seems to be their go-to move. Here's an attempt at a counter. The defender's trying to get it away from two attackers. They're overpowered, but luckily the cleanup job was done to prevent the second goal. That's some good passing work. That's what the Greeks need to do to keep themselves in the game. I think they earn themselves a free kick here now. Actually, I'm sorry, it was a Cosma free kick. Now it's a goal kick. Oh, good pressure. But can they play this into the 6-yard box to get a goal opportunity? I think they earned themselves another corner kick. Nope, just a simple goal kick. Looks like somebody was injured. Damiano just keep getting possession of the ball. Oh, he's onside. He tried nutmegging him this time. Sean Foster intercepted pass. Can he win the ball back? All right, here's a good position to shoot, and it's right into the keeper's hands. Cosma and Damiano really doing a good job dealing with the pressure and handling the ball. The Greek Americans really need to get their footing going. Oh, here's a nice through pass. Take it down. But no call. There you go. They win the ball back again. There's a nice supplied pass. And a cross. Missed his target. All right, here's another chance with the ball. Get the numbers in there. Here's a good setup. Cross. Can he head it in? It's wide. Definitely very encouraging. Those are the kind of plays you need. To get yourself back in the game. All right. Ooh. Just pushed over there, like hit in the face, and somehow the referee didn't call that. There you go. Seems like there's a bit of a large Jamaican contingent. Many people don't realize this, but I am partially of Jamaican descent. It's always a fun mini fact to throw out there. People don't think about it, but anyway, that keeper's pretty solid. That was pretty slick. Speaking of Jamaica, there's news around in World Cup qualifying that the match between the U.S. men's national team and Jamaica at their national stadium, which I've actually been to. It's really nice. Will be played behind closed doors. I think it has something to do with COVID restrictions. It won't be any fans. Nice trap. Can he dribble past him? He does. Nice cross on the ground. And a clearance by the defender that gives the Greeks yet another corner kick. Didn't hesitate to take that, and it was a shot towards goal. Can he put the pressure to get the ball back? How do you miss that one? Here come Cosmo and Damiano for the counterattack. A nice chip ball. Keeper doesn't take any chances, just clears it out. There's going to be a call for that. Looks like. .30 minutes in, and the Greek Americans are still trailing. Oh, that's a little blunder there. Can they capitalize on this? He slides to get the ball. The keeper was in the right place to clear it out. That was an opportunity to get the ball back, but he wins the ball back. A nice little bit of dribble there. There you go. Referee calls in favor of the Greeks. They take it quick. All right, here's the setup that you need. Nice little short pass. Referee calls it again in favor of the Greek Americans. This is a good free kick. It's almost like a corner. Oh, he's feeling the pain that he endured from that tackle, and he's down a little bit. The Greeks can really use a goal off this set piece. That's slick, a shot straight. Did it just go over the line? Oh, a red card. It must have been a handball. So Cosma and Damiano are now going to be playing with 10 men. Looks like a potential penalty call, but this, regardless of what it is, this is a good, if you're the Greek Americans, looking for some sort of advantage to overcome the shortcomings that you started the match with. Look like it's penalty kick. Looks like Aristotle Onassis' cousin thinks I have COVID. The Greek Americans equalize. Penalty to put them back on level terms with just about 10 minutes to halftime. This is just the reset that the Greek Americans needed. Can argue this is the level playing field that they need. They are missing a lot of their first team players. So it almost seems like in poetic justice that it's to their benefit to have a man up. Just not connecting there. Oh, what a nice long ball, but cleared out. Sean Foster heads it to his peer, but dispossessed. There's a nice cross into the box. This keeper is just really good with his positioning. This keeper really allowed Cosmo and Damiano to hold their own in the semifinals of the Rapaglia Cup before falling to Lansdowne. That's a nice pass, but you can't run up to it. Last thing this Greek side needs is another penalty shooter to have to worry about. They want to win outright. They didn't give me their names. Plus, this is a lot of the first side that I'm familiar with are not playing. That was a nice dribble. Oh, and he tries to finish. A nice save. But to answer your question, I didn't get any roster names. And both these sides change up their numbers a lot, so it's even tougher to make that call, but it's something that I hope that they do in the near future. For those unfamiliar with the New York Greek Americans, they last won the National Amateur Cup back in 2014, and historically have known for their 4 national U.S. Open Cups, now called the the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. This was in the pre-MLS era, but even during the NASL era, when NASL teams actually refused to go into the Open Cup, so that's always a very interesting fact. The Greek Americans are celebrating their 75th anniversary. I hope, and I always encourage Fodi Buklis to try to have some sort of a theme celebration for that. 75 years, plenty of history to be proud of. There you go. That's what you need to do. Win the ball back. There's Sean Foster again. That's a nice little cut and another cross. Can he head this one? Can he finish it? Oh, what a save. Nice little dribble around, take it down on the back of his leg, and they get a free kick out of it. I'll tell you one thing, definitely a big Jamaican presence here, both on the field and off the field. I'll tell you one thing, they play a lot better than the folks in the Jamaican Premier League. My favorite club is Mount Pleasant Football Academy in the St. Anne's Parish. I went to a match there a couple years ago before the pandemic. Great experience. I was out there on a mission to see where my great-grandfather was born, out in Montego Bay, so it was a nice little drive around across the country. Obviously not as nice of a pitch as these, but it's fair to say that any of these players on either side would do pretty well on most of the Jamaican Premier League sides. Maybe not clubs like Waterhouse or Harborview. Then there's Portmore United. Actually, I think Mount Pleasant Football Academy was pretty much due to win the Jamaican Premier League, and then they had to cancel it due to COVID. That was always a big disappointment. But it was one of the best fan atmospheres I've ever been to, despite it only being 5,000. You know, interesting for a club that has a pretty Italian name based in a neighborhood that has a lot of Guyanese folks. Surprised I don't see too much of either. If I were to still be playing soccer myself, I would actually be technically eligible for Guyana or Jamaica. Another cross. But can Sean Foster take advantage of this one? He gets around a keeper and he finishes. Sean Foster, one of the star players, keeps it cool and puts the Greek Americans ahead. It's almost like you've seen a complete game just in this first half. They kept it up with the pressure. They got him the ball. He was able to dribble past his keeper off of a little bit of a fumble there. But that's what you need from your star players. Foster putting up the Greek Americans 2-1. All right, not much stoppage time. You went straight to the half. It started off with the Greek Americans conceding first after a bit of a few blunders, but after going a man down, the Cosma and Damiano defense couldn't hold up with the Greek Americans' pressure, and Greek Americans are now leading 2-1. We'll be right back with a few bit of sliding ads. Looks like everyone's getting back on the field to prepare for the second half. It was a pretty exciting first one. I think the main weakness for the Greek Americans was just the lack of pass completion, which the Cosma and Damiano side were a little better with their ball control and pressure, and they managed to put one in first. Then there was a handball inside the box from a corner kick or some sort of set piece, and it led to the sending off of a Cosmo and Damiano player, which the Greek Americans took advantage of, scored a penalty, and put themselves ahead off of a Sean Foster goal. So we're back at 2-1 here. For those who are unaware, the rules for the knockout matches in all forms of amateur soccer, with the exception of the National Amateur Cup Final, is there's no extra time. You go straight to penalties. So if the match ends on level terms, there will be a penalty shootout, something that the Greek Americans had to deal with twice already. Not something that they want to do a third time. So looks like everyone's getting ready again, and we'll be ready to kick off. To answer one question, I did play soccer a good decade ago. I'm not going to say I played nearly to the level of these guys. These guys are the real deal. But I think part of being involved in these types of operations requires a certain type of love for soccer. I have kickoff already. Hopefully there were some good bench side talks. I was going to say locker room talks, but there's really none that they can access here. I mean, there are locker rooms in the athletic center behind me, but I didn't see anybody walk in that direction. So hopefully the Greek Americans are amped up to take advantage of their man advantage and see if they can put some insurance goals in there. It's quite the magical experience to go through every round. Ooh, that keeper once again. Nice save. It's a great experience to go through the different rounds of the Amateur Cup. I experienced it as someone who had to stream a match in every round. You go through at least 3 rounds here. You may have to do some away trip. Well, right now it's the Eastern New York region, so you're mostly going to play your matches around here. But once you win the ENYSSA Cup, you start playing teams from Massachusetts and other parts of Region 1, Massachusetts, New Jersey. The finals for the Region 1s are usually in Pennsylvania, so that's always a nice experience too. And then you go to Nationals. Last year's Nationals were held in Chicago, so I can't bring half this equipment on a plane, so I had to drive over. It was a nice 12-hour drive. But when you see a team win, it's a really great experience. It's probably the closest thing a lot of folks will get to experiencing like a regular U.S. Open Cup win. Cross, and they missed. Since the introduction of Major League Soccer, there have not been any amateur club victors of the competition, which is why the Amateur Cup hasn't increased importance. You can argue that the Amateur Cup has replaced the Classic era Open Cup. It's interesting that the Fricker Cup was designed for that same reason, to present an option for clubs not able to win the Open Cup to win the Fricker Cup, but now it's just sort of relegated to League Cup status, where it's just another cup to win. Greek Americans were close to conceding and equalizing. Here's a chance where he's offsides. He tried to chip that one. Oh, that would have been a nice goal, though. You could tell they practiced that a lot at the training facility. Sometimes the referees would give a yellow for that if they felt it was clear that the offender heard the whistle and still decided to take a shot. It's interesting to note that in a lot of ways the referee is sort of the most important part of the match. A lot of their decisions are final, although there was a match in USL that, due to a bad referee call, oh, can he finish here? Oh, he shanks it. Due to a bad referee call, the match had to be replayed from that given minute that the bad decision was made, and it was played behind closed doors. It's the first time I've ever seen a situation like that, but definitely a move in the right direction to ensure fair matches. Would be neat to see if that would ever happen on this level. Here's Cosmo and Damiano. Still getting the ball despite the pressure from the Greek Americans. Greek Americans dispossess. Nice ball to the wing. He dribbles past it. He's taken down. Here's another good free kick opportunity to the Greek Americans. A bit of a rocket clearance. Oh, nice through ball. He's unopposed. The deflection, and the Cosma and Damiano earned themselves a corner kick. They've done a great job holding their own, despite being a man down. taken quickly. Oh, nice. See if they can play this one out the back. There you go. That's the kind of pass you made, but a little bit of a holdback there. I think the referee acknowledged that. Definitely analysis of the play. There's Adam Marcu, one of the star players and a leading goal scorer for the Greek Americans last season. It's unfortunate to not have his talents at this moment. There you go. There's some nice delivery to the ball. He still has it. Can he finish? And he does. The Greek Americans very elated right now. They've got the insurance goal to keep themselves ahead. A little bit of frustration going on there between the Cosma and Damiano side. A lot of patois talk. Oh, pressured again. Can the Greek Americans make it 4? They've got the energy to do so. Bad pass. The Greek Americans decide to take this easy. Oh. Dispossessed off of pressure. Self. Referee stops the game and hands out a yellow. to see if the Greek Americans can play it in. They're very dependent on crossing from that side. I haven't really seen them attack much from their left. An attempt at a through pass intercepted. Cosmo and Damiano going to attempt to counter. Boy, this guy's got pace. A good driving run, and Cosmo and Damiano get a free kick in prime attacking territory. Not even really close. It seems like their best minutes, even with the being a man down, it seems like their best minutes were really in the first 15 minutes of the match. But they're starting to burn out. Here comes the Greek Americans. Potential goal number 4. Set up and a finish. It's elementary right there. The Greeks officially have their highest lead of their season so far. That's an interesting kickoff, just straight to the keeper. Offside flag. We're past the hour mark, and the Greek Americans are leading 4-1 over the LIFSL side, SS Cosma and Damiano. Now some nice footwork there to keep the ball. Through ball blocked and intercepted. That was a nice little bit of work there. Greek Americans successfully intercepting all of Damiano's passes. Matching them blow for blow. The corner was taken fast and immediately saved. It's a good setup, but he doesn't really have too many options in right places. See, I knew that was going to be intercepted. Good positioning by the defenders. Supply the ball back up. Just a bit of going back and forth right now. Ooh, that's some good footwork right there. Two-thirds into the match now, and the Greek Americans are leading 4-1. Oh, he's open here. a shot. Probably should have chipped that one. Referee looks like he's... It's interesting. There's a lot of tackles that he hasn't called. But he gives Cosmo and Damiano this free kick. You got 19 open in the middle. Keeper was able to punch that one out. He looked primed for a header. Cosma and Damiano get the second successive corner. Sean Foster, nice cross. It's still in there. Nice finish, but a rebound, and the referee is calling. Was there a flag for offsides? Yes, there was. So it would not have counted. I thought you were going to go watch Thursday Night Football. Really confusing to see the... Can't really see the soccer lines that well. It's the dark blue over there. Usually in a lot of these cases the line would be yellow. Looks like the yellow lines are reserved for lacrosse. So I'm pretty sure that could be confusing to some of the players that are trying to dribble their way out. Oh. See, if I was the referee and I wanted a bribe from the Greek mafia, I'd wanted some authentic pork donair. You know, something you don't really get that frequently around here. Soft touch pass, but Cosmo and Damiano were still in possession, but now forced out for a throw-in. Oh, that's some pressure right there. You get a little close one. There you go. Nice pass to the open man. Finally, a run on the left wing. Can't beat these guys in a foot race. They catch right up to you. Oh, they reclaim possession of the ball, but not for long. Oh, that was nice. That's a nice little highlight reel. You could definitely hear the crowd atmosphere in the background. We had a teeny bit of a power outage, but we're back. Sorry about that. Seems like that sometimes can happen in these areas. Sorry, it's more of a signal outage. A lot of these things run on mobile. It's definitely something. If you have like a press box with the Ethernet, that would prevent these things. But a lot of these situations, especially with these teams that rent facilities, you don't really have the budget to get those things. But at least we're back. Oh, he still has the ball. Yeah, hold on. Let me just fix that score for a second. There you go. Nice little setup here. They got the numbers forward. Offsides again. Headed back, he still got the ball for the rebound, and he just goes over the post. Can he try to finish this one? Oh, nice save. I think this one went off the stomach of the last defender there. Somebody's feeling it. So yeah, the score is right. There was another goal scored in that split second that you had an outage. We'll see if we can put up a replay of it sometime later. Another offside call. There's a nice little pass there. He could probably finish this one. He's unopposed. Oh, nice save. But they do get themselves a corner kick. Oh, he's taken down, but referee blows the final whistle. Final score of 5-1 to the Greek Americans. They advance to the next round. It was a good, gritty game by the Cosma and Damiano side. A sending off that really changed the flow of the game. The Greek Americans capitalized on it pretty well. And the final score, 5-1. Have a good night, everybody.